want to know the secrets from a Pilates instructor of how to get abs this summer, I'm going to give you my tips, and you've probably heard them before, but sometimes we just need a reminder. 3 things, and we'll touch on each of them, and we're going to get into an ab workout after that here on Jacksonville Beach. So my 3 things would be exercise, shocker, what you're eating, and sleep, rest. I think sometimes we don't really consider that. So let's talk about exercise first. We need to be doing some cardio. That helps us burn fat, bottom line. Second off, it's really helpful to do core ab exercises, but 2 things there. If you're not doing the cardio to lean out, you won't be able to see the abs. And the second one is if you're not getting good instruction and you're just moving through the exercises, you don't really feel your core burning or turning on, then you're not going to get results. So that's what I feel like I offer you guys a lot here on the channel, is I really give you instruction. Like, I'm not playing music over the exercise saying do this for 40 seconds, take a break. So when you do my exercises, you should really know what you're feeling and how to turn things on. That being said, let's talk about what we're eating. So yeah, we don't need to be crazy about it, but think, if this is packaged and coming from a factory, probably not my go-to. If it's real and coming from the earth, the ground, probably a better option. I also would say maybe steer clear about getting crazy about your calorie or macro counting. Really focus on real foods, and I've found that intuitively things just fall into place and we don't kind of screw up our mental health, right? Because we got to be careful with that about being crazy dieters. Number 3, sleep, rest. If you are a type A person right here, that's something that we overlook a lot. You cannot just work out all day long. You can't just work all day long. You actually have to take breaks, and that is something I have personally learned, and I've seen a transition, a change in my body by taking a break, not working out one day, not worrying about missing a workout. So all these things can up those stress hormones, as well as not getting enough sleep. That boosts the stress hormones that hold on to water weight and fat. So those are my tips, and we aren't gatekeeping here. We are gonna get into the ab workout. It is a body weight ab routine today. All you need is a mat, and if you don't have a mat, you can still do it. So let's get to it. Okay, you guys, we are into our no gatekeeping, how to get abs this summer routine. It's not too complicated, to be honest. We just have to really focus, put our phones away, turn off Instagram, not ask AI how to get abs without actual context. So here we go. All we need is a mat, and you got me, your instructor. I'm gonna offer you nice cues the whole time. We're gonna start with a roll up. Now, if you find this to be impossible, put weights on your feet, have someone hold your feet, or hook your feet under something heavy like a couch. That's gonna allow you to build the core strength so that eventually you can do this without it. Okay, so you're gonna stack your arms. When you're up here at the top, I want you to sit as tall as you can. So think grow out of your hips with your back. Get really, really straight. Find pressure in your feet, or you're hooking into that couch. We're gonna slowly start to roll back by drawing the stomach muscles in. And then bone by bone, we're gonna take it to the floor. Just when those shoulder blades tap, we're not gonna rest that head. We're gonna contract the abs more. What does that mean? It means basically like suck your stomach in, pull the muscles in. Then we're gonna fold our chest over our ribs really, really slow. Try not to rush that. We're rounded. And then we're gonna sit up straight. If you feel like you're in slow motion, you're doing it right. So feet are firmly planted, spine is tall and neutral. Draw your stomach in and then begin to move. So I want the contraction before you start to really do what you can see with your eye, right? That little contraction's kind of hard to see. Base of the shoulder blades tap, pull the rib cage in, fold your chest over, go really, really slow. That's a nice engagement there. And then sit up straight through your back. Good. Connect into your feet like you're doing a glute bridge. Drive your feet down. Curl your hips under, bone by bone. The slower you can go with this one, I would say the more advanced you are. Base of those shoulder blades tap. Connect into your ribs. fold over your ribs with your chest and sit up nice and tall. Big breath in. Exhale, pull your stomach in. One cue I've always found really helpful, say you're wearing like pants, think of pulling your stomach away from the pants. You're not trying to fill your pants up and pop the button, you're trying to do the opposite. We've all tried to zip into pants or dress that is too snug. So just close your eyes, imagine that feeling of trying to get something on, you really lift up and hold it in. That's what we're doing here. That's how you're contracting those deep ab muscles, hugging them around the spine. Good. This is going to be our last one. Articulating through the spine, we roll up, sit really tall. Okay, you're going to bend your elbows, place your forearms on the mat behind you. Draw your elbows together so they're right under the back of your shoulder. Chest is proud. Now give me that little tuck of your hips. Bring your legs up to tabletop. Contract your abs. Okay, we're going to extend the right leg long and low, and we're going to keep it there. Brace your stomach. Reach your left leg long and low to meet it, and then pull that left leg back in. As you extend your left leg, inhale. Now pull your stomach in deep, and then draw that left leg back in. Breathe in, lengthen, hold for a second, pull your stomach in deeper, and bring it back in. Nice. Are we feeling a quiver? Good, we're really light in those arms. Keep that chest nice and open. Give me 2 more on this side. Guys are doing great. Okay, last one. Keep your left leg out there. Right leg pulls in. We're gonna switch sides. As you inhale, reach your right leg out. Now pull your belly button in and bring your right leg back in. So once you've got the exercise, look at your belly and see it move into your body. If you notice it puffing out, then correct it. So something about when we exercise, it's not like you can just set it up with the first rep and it stays that way. You have to keep making adjustments. The body isn't just gonna constantly stay contracted, which is natural. Okay, but we wanna see if we can deepen our awareness of that. Okay, last one here. And then we're gonna bring both legs in. Okay, reinforce that C curve. So that means that the hip bones, like the crease where your thigh is coming closer to your chest. Okay, we're gonna extend the legs and hold them. So reach your legs out to 45 degrees. Try not to arch your back, right? Don't undo what we just did with that lower back. And then give me little flutter kicks. The flutter kick of the leg should not move your spine. Brace that core deep. We should feel it shaking. If it's really intense, go a little higher or bend your knees. Good, give me 10 seconds right here. Quality form. Good, you've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, plant the feet down. Slide your hips towards your heels. We're gonna lay all the way down and take your hands behind your head. We're coming into an abdominal crunch hold. So think kind of like you hold a plank. We're gonna hold this exercise instead of moving it a bunch. So feet are not just sitting here, they're heavy. Push them into the floor. Now draw your lower belly in, and then from the tips of your shoulder blades, lift your chest over your ribs. So you wanna make sure this part of your back is up. So it's not just your neck, but literally your upper back is coming off the mat. That's crucial to get your abs to fire. If your shoulder blades are down and your head is up, that is going to work your neck and not your core. Your core is here, not here, right? So we have to round and contract the abs to get the work. So we're right here, we're holding, we're loving it, we're breaking a little bit of a sweat. Now I want you to take the part that's not your abs out of the equation by gently leaning your head back into your fingertips. Belly button is deep. Let's hold for 10. You got this. You're strong. Stay focused. Connect to your core. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, inhale, tap it down. Okay, we're gonna do that hold on the diagonal for the obliques. So we're gonna keep our feet heavy and our hips heavy. We're turning from our waistline, the rib cage. Turn your chest to the right and then curl up on that right diagonal. So you can see that my left shoulder blade is up and so is my right. I haven't twisted so much that I'm just leaning onto the right shoulder blade. So we don't want that because this is kind of a resting position. You want to be up with both shoulder blades and slightly twisted, chest to that front right corner. Now pull your belly in, feet are heavy. Good, let's hold for 10, you got this. 9, 8, 7, all about sucking your abs in. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. So you're giving me that max effort in the hold. You're just pulling in through your stomach. Okay, we do that to the left. So right hip heavy, right foot down. Twist your chest to the front left corner, and we're gonna curl up. So now you can see this from a different angle. I haven't just fallen over on this shoulder. I do not feel my abs at all. So if you're in this position and you're like, I don't feel my core, that's why. You have to fold at your torso, okay? So we twist the torso and then we flex the torso. And there, hello, is the core. We can feel that. Okay, relax that neck back, pull your belly in. We've got 10 seconds. Let's do it for 10, 9, 8, get up and over, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, hard to talk and breathe in a crunch, right? So let's curl it up and let's look at some planks. Love a plank. Don't be afraid, we're gonna do this. So, find a nice high plank for me. Spread your fingers and extend just the right leg along, toes tucked under. Your left knee is directly under the line of your left hip. We're gonna pull our stomach in before we start to move. So this is relaxed, and then I'm gonna draw it in. I haven't even moved my body yet. So anytime you move your body, engage, then move. So engage the abs, then you're gonna push the ground away and hover that left leg, sucking your abs in more. Then set the left knee down. Okay, let's do that again. Pull the abs in, then hover, contract, 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 and then slowly tap. No thudding, so don't just collapse down. Here we go, breathe out, we lift. Breathe in, we lower. Looking good. You're gonna give me 2 more right here. Gotta fix the hair always. Okay, we're here. Last one, you're gonna stay up in this plank. Now make sure your butt is not here, okay? You're in one long line and you're pulling your chest forward, shoulders down. We are going to move the knee and the hips. So you're gonna move your knee towards your chest, but you're also gonna tuck your hips under as you bring your knee in. And then you're gonna go back to tabletop neutral spine. So you're moving your lower back and your leg, not just one or the other. So knee in and round, and then release. The third thing we gotta do is pull those abs in. So as you tuck and round, pull your stomach in really, really deep. Push the floor away, and then little release. Big exhale. Just think about your abs. Once you see the movement, I want you to pull your abs in as hard as you can. You know, a lot of times in exercise, it's not like I'm gonna come be mad at you if you don't do it, but if you really want the results, you've got to commit. You gotta go, okay, I'm just gonna fully focus on this. All your attention has to be on your body to get the results. Good, we're gonna go 4 more. Scoop around. Slowly release. Good work. Contract those abs. Good, we got 2 more. Feeling a little quiver. Last one. Good, release, set it down. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna switch. So we're gonna start, right knee is down under the hip, left toes are tucked. So you're gonna push the floor away, get strong in your midsection, pull your abs in, then we hover that right leg up. Then we set that leg down. As you hover, I want you to exhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, tap it down. So you want to think of your stomach pulling away from the floor. Pull it towards the ceiling. Looking good, you guys. We got 2 more. Starting to feel our arms too, right? Okay. This next one, contract your abs, hover the right knee, hold. Check your form. So tuck your tailbone and pull your heart through. Create some length in your upper back. Now from your lower back, pull your hips toward your chest and your knee toward your face, and then little release. Every rep, contract your core, then round and pull the knee in, then back to the start. Okay, now all of your focus is on your form and those deep lower abs. Good. Make things shake. That's a good sign. Those muscles are activated. Now, if you're having a hard time connecting to this, I would really say go slower and try to hold this rounded shape a little longer. When your knee comes towards your chest, pull your stomach away from that thigh. Do not let it relax. Good. Let's go 3 more. Nice. We've got 2 more. So strong, guys. Give me your deepest contraction yet. Slowly release and set the knees down. Woo, good work. Okay, one of my favorite things is just ab pulses to get a nice solid burn in the center of your abs. So we're gonna do that. So come to take a seat. We're gonna go straight legs. Okay, we're keeping it moving. Your hands can come behind the head. That lower back is not arched. So you have to move your pelvis into that tuck. So the hip bones come towards the ribs, and then that is still. That's not gonna wobble around as we do this. It doesn't move. Feet are flexed, heels are heavy. Engage your quads. So everything below the ribs is in a fixed position. Curl up, give me little pulses. Option to reach those arms forward. Now as your chest goes up, your abs go in, and in, and in. Good, keep your collarbone open. So if you have a hard time doing that with your hands behind your head, reach it forward. So we don't want to round those shoulders. Good, nice and small. So you can even put your hands around the narrow part of your waist. That's where the movement, that's where the crunch is happening. Yeah, so it's not happening, you're not crunching your chest. You're not crunching up so high that there's that much movement. It's really hands on the narrowest part of your waist. Wrap it in, pull the ribs in, and pulse from there. Pull your stomach in really deep. And let's just focus. Go into your body and pull your abs in as deep as you can possibly. Try to get those ribs to connect. I think this hand position is really helpful for that. Of course, if you need neck support, you take it. Good, let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I always try to sit up after that. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna leave you with some side planks. Even if you're very advanced, try this today. We're gonna do it modified. Everybody, all levels, modified. The goal isn't that the exercise itself is so hard. It's that we're engaging and contracting to our extreme, the most of our ability. So shins stacked over to the right, we're on our left forearm. So literally we're gonna do the opposite of this. This is hanging out, there's no pushing against the floor. We're sinking into the floor. When you go into a side plank, you're pushing the floor away with your forearm and with this bottom leg. Okay, so push the floor away, lift your hips and squeeze your side. Contract, contract, contract. if you come up just here and you're just kind of sitting in it, this is not working your abs. This is kind of dumping in your shoulder. You're not even using your hips. Things are just hanging out. So if you don't want to miss out on those obliques, push the floor away and get up there. Okay, squeeze your waistline. Push the floor away, contract as hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. That's it. You got it. Good. Elbows right under that shoulder if you need to adjust. I'm just trying to create a lot of tension in this left oblique. Okay, hips, shoulders stacked. Now if you can, you're gonna give me a little dip up and down. I want you to feel like baby pulses in this oblique. I'm definitely feeling it. So this is what I want even my really advanced, audience to know is every day doesn't have to be your biggest advanced side plank to get the results. Good. Sometimes we need to do something that's not as hard so that we can work deeper. Sometimes my most advanced moves, I can't hold the form for as long or really go as deep with. Good. Give me 10 more. 10, 9, 8. Push through the knees as well. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Okay. Yeah, I felt that. Guys, let's take it to the other side. So this is the mental challenge, right? Staying with it. We're on the right forearm. Our shins are stacked. We're pushing the ground away. So it's not even just from your arm. Remember, planks are full body and the lower body is really active. So if I was there with you, I would slide my hand right under your hip and say, get it up. So I want your hip way higher than you think. That's gonna be using your hip and leg strength, not just this arm. So if I wasn't using my legs right now, this is how my hips would look. So I'm only slightly elevated. Get those hips involved. So give me that huge squeeze in this right oblique and close your eyes, feel into it. Think of dragging your right forearm down towards your shins, like you're trying to pinch the mat in between your shins and your forearm. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, shoulders, hips are stacked, and I want you to dip it down, dip it up, dip it down, squeeze up. The up is a pause until you feel things fire. So it's not like this. That's just lots of momentum. That's not truly engaging the muscle. Little squeezes. Good, you're close, you guys. We're gonna stretch it out soon. Can you give me 10 more? Let's go for 10, 9, oh yeah, 8, this is the finish line, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Always, always complete that last rep to your best ability. Woo! Okay, I'd say after the side planks, we need some side bends to stretch out the obliques. So let's walk that right arm over to the right, stretch the left arm overhead, and think of unrounding the spine. Make it really long. Breathe into the left ribs. Good, roll it up. Walk that left hand left. Reach that right arm up and over. Remember, we're trying to do the opposite of rounding your stomach now. So you're not crunching, you're creating length here in the front of the body and in the side of the body. Big breath in. Woo, can you feel that? We did that. Roll it up. Okay, cat-cows. We need some extension in our life. So come onto all fours, hands and knees. So we did a lot of this, the rounding. That should still feel good, but I want us to focus more on the extension. So this is like a counter stretch for what we did. So think of crunching the middle of your back. Pull your shoulders down. Breathe out and around. Okay, widen your collarbone and then pull your back muscles together. Activate your upper back. Good, one more. Exhale, C curve. Inhale, deepest back bend, tailbone up, hips up, chest forward. Take a big breath, enjoy the stretch, hold it. Good, and then neutralize the spine and release. You guys just did it. awesome work. I hope that my tips of not gatekeeping how to get abs this summer are helpful for you. They're not secrets, right? Oftentimes when we're trying to get in shape, we overdo it. That's my opinion. So sometimes just taking a deep breath, stepping back, rest, good amount of exercise, like know it takes time. If you fell off the bandwagon, as they say, know it's gonna take a second, but just get back on. And try to be, I know it sounds weird, but try to be relaxed about it. I do think that's helpful. Yeah, we work ourselves up too much, especially if you're got a similar personality as me. So guys, it was so fun to work out with you today. We're on Jacksonville Beach, Florida. This is where I grew up. I'm here visiting my dad. And you know, I wake up and I'm like, I want to film a workout. So that's where we're at today. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe. It's totally free. And also say what's up in the comments. I'd love to hear, you know, if you got something out of this, where you're from, how you found me. And be sure to check out my YouTube membership here. I offer a couple more free workout videos a month. And check that out if you're interested. Subscribe for free YouTube videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.